like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on last year's national champions, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse.
Menu narration option. Menu narration option is set to off.
Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mountaineers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage? Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Oh, he's got a chance. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are.
Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Touch pass on the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulled and fired complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. It's a draw, and some room to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know.
Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Marshall, in the shadow of its own goalpost, will try to get some operating room on first down. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. At the 15, he's loose. Hits a seam wide open. The 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, as a quarterback, too, after throwing picks, you just got to find completions to get the good mojo going, right? The very next drive. So he's getting to that right away. He's like, look, if it's not open downfield, where's my running back? I'm in the pocket. I can see him easy. Spit it out to him. Let's get some of those good vibes going again.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Unloads quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Defense in press coverage. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, they give to the back. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Marshall! Once he got some room, it was over.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And this quarterback has had a rough game. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Marshall quick to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hurd! A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
31, West Virginia, 13.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has ripped, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great opportunity to make it.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space.
Touchdown, West Virginia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The give to the left side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Marshall.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
He's got it on the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Looking to the end zone. Finds his big tight end. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt.